I was thinking about that earlier today, like the loyalty to people put towards people. My loyalty should only be to God and Jesus, and that's it.
On the job, going to work, doing my job, laughing and talking like we used to do. It was messing with me, and I couldn't do that. I was like, no, even the earning of this money is not worth it for to have my keep my peace.
How are you willing to live your life? So if you really willing to live your life and be peaceful within, it starts from within. You gotta work on it within.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Three Hearts, One Beat. I'm Lee,
And I'm Kim.
And I'm V.
and today's guys episode is gonna be called "When the Price of Peace is Too High." Let's talk about it. So,
Sound good?
so basically, like for me, when I say when the price of peace is too high, like it's never no amount of money, no amount of, how can I put it without sounding crazy, like loyalty to people. I was thinking about that earlier today, like the loyalty to people put towards people. My loyalty should only be to God and Jesus, and that's it. So when you put a high loyalty towards people, you start doing stuff outside of your character, things that make you uncomfortable, that's causing your peace to seek away from you. When you go to sleep and laying down at night, is eating at you. So certain is just things that you shouldn't basically do that will cause your peace to just be disturbed. Or put in another thing, dollar signs. Like say for instance, you get promotions at work, but when you get that promotion, instead of you being happy, you irritated, you stressed, you always complaining, you always like, you hesitant, you like, oh, I don't want to do this. You always complaining about something that's disturbing your peace. I don't care how much money somebody is paying you. I know for me, you can't pay me millions of dollars for my peace to be disturbed. If it's gonna cause my peace to be disturbed, you can't put a price on that. Because God didn't put me here to not live in peace. God put me here to live in peace. Because I shouldn't have no worries, no stress, no anxieties, none of that. Because that's not what He put us here for.
Well, you also got to know when to walk away. Like for instance, I told y'all I really did. I love my job. I did all I can do, but when I was not getting peace on the job, going to work, doing my job, laughing and talking like we used to do, it was messing with me, and I couldn't do that. I was like, no, even the earning of this money is not worth it for to have my keep my peace and keep my sanity and everything. I can't just fall in with other people do. Some people like to live with drama and some people don't, and I'm one of them people is like to be drama free.
Right. I feel you on that, girl.
Right,
Because
I
it's
feel
like,
you.
how are you willing to live your life? So if you really willing to live your life and be peaceful within, it starts from within. You gotta work on it within.
Right.
And if you going somewhere, whether it's work, around, because you're around certain people all the time, and you see it's constantly messing with your peace, like, is the price of that paycheck worth your peace?
Worth your peace. That's what I'm saying.
It's not worth it.
And before you know it, it'll start playing with your mental. And now you in depression.
Right.
Because we've been accustomed to, like, everything is high. The price out here is just expensive for things things we shouldn't even be paying for, to be honest with you. So it's like, so they made it where your peace is, well, they try to disturb. It depends on who you are as a person. Because if you look at it like, I have to do this and I have to pay this and I have to pay that, so I'm going to work. That's how they basically made it for us to live. And a lot of people life got third in that.
Right.
And when you think about how it probably was back in the day, like when we had mama when she say, how much you said the rent was with you and daddy first house for a month?
Girl, I don't now. I don't remember that we paid no. I want to say we ain't paid no more than about $350. But I told I was used to always tell y'all story. I remember when we lived at on Dersham in Lapperouse, in that house, we literally paid, and I probably was about 10, 11 years old. We literally paid $85
See what I'm saying? So it was like
a month.
families was working together. And
A
you ever
three-bed
see the
one.
old videos that come around with people who like recorded their family, and just think about it back in the day, $85, $100 a month, and they still put their money together and still had good times and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what they did in current time, they made everything expensive. So even if,
You tell me.
and this is another part of your piece, like, so even if you can afford it, like, how much can you actually afford? And I think that mess with a lot of people piece. So, and then that bring it to the point of, like mom say, she retired, she had to leave work because she realized it wasn't the same as it was before. They used to have fun, they used to laugh, they used to joke, everybody,
Right.
knew each other.
Wasn't no drama.
Right. So when you working somewhere and it's consistently messing with your peace, you could either leave and go to another job, or you could choose to stay, or you could choose to work for yourself. But of the two options of staying and going, most people would choose to stay because they feel like that's my only.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you say. That's it. This is what I have to do. And we have to get out that of what I have to do versus what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Some people, I think, and when I say some people, I also speak on past tense of myself.
Right. Some of us.
Some of
A
us,
lot of us.
a lot of us get comfortable in situation, and I will always think about it as far as when you start getting too comfortable, it's time to move. Because when you comfortable in a city, I'm not saying just move and disturb all your peace. No, I'm saying when you too comfortable at a job or too comfortable where you at in life and you still not happy, then that means you doing something wrong. I'm sorry. It's just point blank period. If you comfortable, yeah, your bills might be getting paid, or you may take a vacation here, you may take a vacation there, or you may get to go eat out once or twice a year, and you going to work every single day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Some people do 7 straight days a week. And
remember those
don't
days.
get to enjoy none of it. It's like, what's the point? Yes, you got to pay bills, but you shouldn't be working 12 months a year. And out 12 months, most people get off what? What you get, two days a week? Most people, regular people. Because the people that work 7 days a week, I commend y'all, because that's insanity right there.
Shoot.
It's no disrespect to y'all, but nobody shouldn't be working nobody's job for 7 days a week.
I done
But
went
you
through
get
that,
out
so-
there, and out there 12 months, what you get? I mean, out of each month, what you get? 6 days off a month?
In a year, let's say this. There's 52 weeks in a year. So when you get 2 of them days off, so 52 and 52 is 100, and you get 100. Well, y'all got 104 days a year off, and you work the rest. The other, what,
See what I'm
263?
saying?
But me, you know how mine went. I was off a
And that's
Even
just
with
people
that-
who work 5 days a week. That's
Right.
not
That's
people who work 6 days. And the people that work 7/12s, I'm like,
at it
Lord
this
bless y'all soul, because that's crazy, insanity.
I don't
And
think
then-
I ever wanted to do one of those.
And then look at it this way. You have the 100 and, like you said, 104. You have
Off.
104 days off a year. But guess what? You still got to go shop groceries. So you literally could cut that in half, because say you off Saturday or Sunday, or Monday and Tuesday.
You're still
or
working when you go and take care of that
You
type
got to
of stuff.
go make groceries for your house. Make sure all that taken care of.
Right.
All your personal bills that need to be paid.
Well, let me rephrase that, because we say in New Orleans, make groceries, but other
Oh.
people say grocery shopping. And if you ever go to New Orleans, you will hear people say, instead of people saying I'm going grocery shopping,
Right.
people say make groceries. But it's just you know who I thought
Yeah,
about.
you had to clear that up, right? Because
Yeah.
I was just gone when she stopped. I was like, right, that's what I said, make it groceries.
Right.
But I forgot that everybody else in the
The
U.S.
USA
Right.
grocery shopping,
grocery shopping or shopping for
and New Orleans
groceries.
people say making groceries.
But where I was going with it is like, basically, you shouldn't be stuck on nobody job and living. And then don't talk about the ones that live paycheck to paycheck. It's crazy. Like, that's a lot, and that would destroy a lot in you. Like my sister said, that'll bring you into depressions. Your anxiety start going crazy because you trying to figure out why are you so unhappy. Your bills is paid, but you really still don't have no money in the bank. It's like nobody should live like that, and that'll bring a lot of when you now sitting on these jobs because they make you feel like you need them. What people really don't know is they need you more than we need them. Yeah, they give you a paycheck, but guess what? Workers walk out a grocery store, and in that one particular shift, everybody that's on that shift walk out. Guess what's gonna happen to that store? They got to shut them doors. Because most people, you can't call nobody coming for early shift because they don't even want to come in on their shift later on that day. So you think they're going to come in early or vice versa. So the employees hold the power. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, the people.
The people
That
hold
is about
that I'm
the
saying the
employees.
people hold the power.
Right,
Like
the people in
if
the
the people
world
that
hold
work,
the power,
right, we hold the power to a lot of things, but they'll make you think they paying you chump change just to barely get
Right.
by.
Conditioned by the system, huh?
Basically, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you could get stuck in that. And then now to get back to it is like basically, I think where I was really trying to go. I know I went all the way around the world just to get
It
back to
happens
this point.
sometimes.
And all of that is called the price of peace.
Right,
You, to have
basically.
your peace, you got to know how much you willing to pay or go through for your peace.
Some people stick with jobs and they don't even like the job, but they doing it because they have to, because they feel like they have to stick there. They have to stay there. They're not happy. They don't get along with their boss. Half the time, if you go back to when I was in my 20s, I got suspended so many times in my 20s off of a job because you consistently, one, you go stand up for yourself. Two, you don't really care for the job. So it's like, I think for me, I think I told one of my ex-bosses, like, I'll leave a job. I don't care how much you pay me. I'll leave a job if you start disturbing my peace at that job. And sure enough, once you start disturbing, once my peace start getting disturbed, it's time to go.
Right.
Because I can't, it's in, each job was paying me a good amount of money that I left in the end parts. In the ending, the last two that I had, it was fair for what I was doing for some of them. Not that very last one, but but when I was doing security for what they was paying me for what I was doing, that was a good, just to be doing nothing, to be honest with you. Just walk around the property here and there, and that's it. I walk for free around my house. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, but to deal with the people to disturb your peace, whether if it's the higher ups or whether if it's the people you working in the building with, it's like, I didn't hear like, ain't nobody running me from my money. What we don't know is the money we make in today, it's not our money. That's God money. He give you what he wants you to have. Your money is not your money. So when he laid on your heart to do something for somebody with his money that he gave to you, do it. Because it's not your money. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. Like, some people really, I feel for a lot of people though, because you do have people like back in the day, like I don't have a kid to basically just, well, I have a dog. She like a kid. She expensive. But anyway, that's a whole other situation.
And my baby not a dog. She
But
a full-legged furry human.
whoo, tell me about it.
Sometimes when you have them and you have them long enough, they really do think they're human. They think they are what they see all day. You know how Saint was, and the vet told us, he said, that's the only animal, and the only dog in the house. I said, that's the only pet in the house, period. He said, well, you know what it is? He see other dogs, he don't see himself like that. He see himself like y'all, and he figured he trying to do y'all something, but pets are just
Shout that dog ain't like not nothing else out there.
Sure didn't. But it's just the price. It's like what I was saying is like some people have like kids and them kids depend on their parents. So a lot of people will take more. But even then, use that job to get your money and supply your, let that job I'm gonna say this
The job
as
is
much
your
as,
side hustle.
yep, I'm gonna say this all the time. I don't care. I ain't gonna never stop saying it till people start getting it. Your job, that 9 to 5, is your side hustle. That is not your main thing. Your dream and your passion is your main thing. Your side hustle is to pay for your main hustle. Point blank, period. What bring you happiness and peace and joy and everything else in abundance. That's your main hustle. That side hustle is that 9 to 5. So don't ever get stuck somewhere.
It remind me of that cupcake lady. I forgot what city was state, but I want to say she had like $25-$30, and it started. She started a
Right.
whole multi-million-dollar business off of that, and only thing happened was I want to say she moved to the neighborhood. I can't remember the whole origin of the story, but I know she was in the neighborhood and she bought a cupcake to like her neighbors, and one of her neighbors, I think, ate it and loved it and asked her to basically bake so many hundreds. And she just was honest, and that's another thing, you can't have pride issues. She basically told her, because I forgot the neighbor did something and she wanted to give cupcakes to her clients, their clients. I ain't gonna say because I can't remember. She said it was a female or male, but the neighbor wanted to give cupcakes to their client. She had already, she just told the neighbor, like, I don't have the money to fund all that. So the neighbor basically told her was, well, you make what you can make, you bring it to me, and I pay you for it. You know what I'm saying? So she took I want to say it was like her last $20 or whatever, and went and bought everything she need. Baked the first set, gave it to the neighbor paid her for the price for the stuff, and she kept doing that till she completed the order. And before you know it, she was making cupcakes for everybody. Then the actual house she was living in that she had purchased, she turned that to the first store.
Right.
So people actually working in there making the cupcakes, but she basically turned that into a multi-million-dollar business. It's always something. That's why they always say just do what you love.
Right. You have to, because if you don't, it's gonna cost you your peace.
The reason why I say that was because people look at it as, I don't have the money to start the business. Her business started with God and $20.
And the thing about it is just that, like, that too. But you could, what I think what we don't, and I had to recognize it to myself, like, you have the money. Think about all the stuff you could sacrifice. If you could be like, I ain't getting that bag of chips, I ain't getting that bottle of liquor,
Right.
I don't need this extra stuff over here.
Right.
I don't need to get them shoes right now.
Right.
I don't need that outfit. Think about all the small stuff that you could do without for at least about, say, 6 months to a year. All the stuff you could do without, and you start saving $2 here, $10 there, $5 there. By the end of the year, you been saved up.
And if you smoke, a couple of $100 here and there.
Right, that part. That's what I'm saying. Like, you smoke, you drink, you have a shopping problem. Like, I have to buy this outfit. I have to buy this outfit. I have to get this. I have to get that. Now, if fashion is your thing, that's understandable because that's what you do for a living, because you got people out there that's their profession. But if you just buying outfits just to keep buying outfits, or if you just buying shoes for $2,000-$3,000 or $200-$300 or $40-$50 or $80 or however much, because shoes cost different prices. But if you spending unnecessary money, something one of the YouTubers said, what he said basically, if it's not bringing back a profit to me, I'm not purchasing it with my money.
Yeah,
and you have to move like that with some things. Not saying you have to live like that your whole life. It's just until you get on your feet, what make you happy, you have to sacrifice certain things to get to where you want to get. And sometimes I may slip up out of that, but most of the time, there's a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie, that me and V didn't sacrifice. Moms didn't sacrifice stuff too, but we didn't sacrifice so much stuff to get to just this point. No, we not big YouTubers right now. One day we will in Jesus' name, but we not big YouTubers right now. But at the point to get equipment in here that we needed and everything, we had to sacrifice a lot of stuff out of our life. Like, I don't need that. Oh, like I can't tell. Okay, we went out to eat a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you talking about we was out of town?
No, when me and you went ate at the Mexican restaurant.
Oh.
So basically, we went out to
Mama
eat.
face.
I
Y'all
said,
telling on yourself.
I ain't telling on myself. Me and my sister deserve.
So when me and you,
Y'all do it all the time.
No, I don't. I haven't ate out in
Girl.
But that was the first.
traveling. I haven't ate out in so long because it's right now.
It wasn't even supposed to go here. We could talk about this.
But I just I wanted y'all to just hear it.
No,
Because
I
sometimes
get
when
it.
me and your daddy do get up and we go somewhere, y'all left or something.
Not really,
All right,
but
now.
we barely do
But
that.
y'all okay? Y'all okay? Go ahead.
I know we okay. You ain't about to make me feel guilty. Me and my
But you
sister
not-
had
you
a
better not feel guilty
we
'cause I
had
know
we had
when y'all do it
sister
to me, I never feel guilty. I just say,
You
oh well.
you play guilt trip on people. You be like,
I
so
say,
y'all
oh,
went out
well.
to eat without me, huh?
I just give y'all some medicine back that y'all give me.
Ain't
and
that
stuff.
cool?
And then what the part about
See
it,
what
when
I'm
y'all do
saying?
it to me.
Why we
I
gotta
don't
go
pay
through
you no
this? Who else go through this? She make us try to
Hold
make
on,
us.
yourself.
I ain't really snitch on myself because
But go ahead
honestly,
back to your prank when your sister was out eating Mexican food.
so basically, what I was about to say was we went out to eat a couple of weeks ago. Let me know when y'all ready.
Ooh, I'm sorry. It's just the fact that she said. Okay, go back to your point. You and your sister went out eating Mexican.
But her and daddy then went out and ate at
They
the
have
seafood
been
restaurant,
told
come
us
back
to-
with the stuff
I
in the
don't wanna
cups in
change
there.
the subject
No,
of
no,
people.
no. You took
I don't
it
want to
out.
say no. Don't change
They
the
come
subject
back
of
with
people.
the
Go
cups
ahead
in
and-
your
go
hand.
ahead. Go ahead. Where's your prank, baby? Where's your prank, baby?
Anyway, what I was trying to say was me and her sacrifice a lot of eating out because we used to do that a lot. It had been times we go pick mom do stuff from work or pick her up and be like, "Ma, let's go out to eat." I'm talking about three times a month, like going
Yeah,
out to
probably
eat,
most of
probably
the time.
more, a lot. You know what I'm saying? We was just like, let's go out to eat. So we kind of all cut back on that because it was like, dang, son, it's stuff that I want to do. Like, if I keep spending $30 on a plate of food for just one person, just, you know what I'm saying? It's like that could go towards a mic or some lights or anything. You know what I'm saying?
True,
Like it could go. So it's like you could afford whatever it is you want to do. You may not have the money. Say what you want to do to start off may cost $1,000. You may not have that $1,000 in your hand right now. But think about all the money
Times
you
wouldn't
didn't blew
lose
money
Right.
You would have had
on
that
something. You didn't need to go get that blunt for that weed. You didn't need to buy that weed. You didn't need to buy that daiquiri, that alcohol.
And we speak on this stuff
Because this
we
is
used
our-
to drink, we used to smoke. And
Right.
I remember one time when we was smoking and it was ridiculous.
It was.
It was ridiculous. And Leach sat down. I don't know. It was going. She basically sat down and she came to us. And not my mama, because my mama wasn't smoking. It was, at the time, it was the people that was smoking. Me, you,
My dad and my brother.
And my brother. It was me, you, Pops, and bro. So
And Saint.
How you doing my pet up in there?
because he used to catch a hot mess when we didn't let him go out there with us.
He cut up, boy.
He
Because
was
he
cut
could
up.
go
He
get
wanted to be
high.
sitting out there. It's aggravating. But one time she came and she said, "I want to talk to y'all. I did the math on what we spend a month on marijuana." And she did the total.
It was like $900. That was insane to me.
somebody,
That's
right.
what that put me in that moment when I sat down and we talked about that put me in such a quick reality. Like
Because I'm like, shoot, some people paying this in rent. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and we giving it.
right. So it was like, why is we spending this much in a month? We could be doing other stuff and we
Right.
sitting here we got dreams of things that we want to do. That $900 could go towards something else.
Me and Lee cut that short so quick and went on to investing, and we realized like that was a part of it. And most people don't recognize. I was saying that to say that like most of us don't recognize it until somebody bring it to your attention. Cause you'll be sitting here like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. But then when you look back and see, okay,
and it's not just that. It's like now the cost of a pack of cigarettes. I said if I ever smoked, I would have quit then.
how much is it?
They like 10 some
$12 a pack.
of
I'd have
cigarettes.
been stopped smoking. You take every time you wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes and put that money into something,
Right.
a jar or into just find your box and put it in there. I guarantee you in no time you'll realize because they got people that smoke a pack of cigarettes a day.
Dang, son.
A day?
I ain't even
Ooh, I know they
I
love
never
black.
smoked cigarettes before, so the
Me
only
either.
only
Me either.
reason why I knew the prices back in the day was because Pops used to, as soon as I turned 18, I never forget, 18th birthday. Oh, you legal age now. Go to Walgreens and get me some cigarettes. You feel that? So I had to go to 2 blocks to get the cigarettes whenever he needed cigarettes. But I think at that time, it was like $1 something a pack.
Ooh, that's a long way
That
from.
was the only way from now, baby. They like 12, 30, depends on which one you get, $13.
No, there was
It probably was $3, $4 a pack.
no,
at
there was
that.
two. There was 2 something a pack.
Yeah,
There was
because
2 something a
but
pack.
now, but the people that's the same way
Ooh,
with
that's
the
a $10
smoking.
difference.
Girl, no.
I think about people like, for instance, people got addiction to them
them sodas are
the sodas, them energy drinks and coffee.
See,
Like ain't nothing
anything like
wrong with.
that.
I'm not saying don't drink your coffee, but what's cheaper? Buying your Cure machine and you can get your Cure cups, and put them inside that thing, and you get you some coffee every day at home, or you going out there giving certain businesses
They got a good
$10, $15 for a cup of coffee every
wish
day.
I would.
It's the convenience, like I always tell you.
Yeah, that's
in this
that's
country,
what get us
in
messed
America,
up.
they play on the convenience
And
because
impatient.
and impatient. So if we make it convenient for them, they go choose us over doing it at home. If they got they patience is bad here, so we go make
Right.
it quick for 'em. And that's how over time other things start slipping in. You know what I'm saying? So they play good on you being impatient and making stuff convenient for you, and that's how they get you.
They do. That's just exactly how they get you. The price of peace is too high because sticking to a job that you basically don't like or love or want to be on. Now you got some people who love working.
Oh, yeah.
Because certain
They
people
doing
went
stuff,
into
right.
professionals and now I'm not talking about them people.
Right, we not talking
I'm
about
talking about the people who work a 9 to 5 and you can't stand getting up to go to that job. If you waking up before you even leave the job, and I'm talking about me. If you like me, I used to be at work like, oh man, I gotta be back here tomorrow. I ain't even leave the shift I was on, and I'm already complaining about the next day.
What did I tell y'all? Me, and I used to always be sitting in the car waiting and stuff. Then my last year of working, it could be a Monday. Girl, let me go ahead and do this. I got 4 more days.
See what I'm
I haven't even did Monday.
Right.
But I'm counting on them other 4 days.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's just that aggravating on that
When
job.
you on jobs like that mean that price for your piece is way too high.
Yeah.
So basically we
Yes,
telling
it
you
is.
you
Yes,
have to
it
learn
is.
sacrifices to go into stuff that you love, because if you start saying, okay, like she say I know last time I seen it was like $10, and no, I don't smoke cigarettes. But
Never did.
It's
Never.
like that's just never was me. If the price of cigarettes is $10, $12, and a Red Bull is, dang, what they be? I be seeing them, they be like 5 something at the store or something. I don't know all this the big price. I know they up. They got, I'm just naming low stuff. A bag of chips for 2 something. Well, I'm gonna say a half a bag of chips and some for about $2, almost $3 for that bag of chips. Save all that money. Put that up. Every time you think about spending it, put it up and be like, this going towards my piece. If you ever, you gotta tell it, my piece box. Put it in your piece box. Just put it in your piece box. And
That's
when
a good
by
one.
the time you get to the end of that year, guess what? you will be able to start that peace dream that you was waiting for. Everything you ever wanted to do, you will be able to do it. It calls for research and knowing how much you need, knowing how much everything costs, knowing the different things. It's just, but understanding, like, put it in your peace box. That's all you got to do.
I like that though. Your peace box.
That's what it is, son. Because it's go give you peace in the end. Because you're gonna be doing something you love. Stop working for these jobs and it's costing you your peace.
Even if you hanging around people and they always disturbing your peace,
it's time to go.
It's time to.
It's time to walk
either be
away.
by yourself or find another group of people that don't destroy your peace.
You got people out there that don't disturb your peace, though.
You do.
I
There's a lot of people out there that like just as much peace as you like, but they got some that just feed off of drama and chaos and stuff. And them the type of people I don't like to be around. All that chaos and all that drama. It don't have to be like
it's
that.
Not just chaos and drama. It's
just too much. It's disturbing my peace. Chaos and drama disturbs my peace, and I like to be away from it.
It's not just chaos and drama. It's like, for me, it's that, but it's also when you don't know how to talk to other people, when you don't know how to treat other people, when you just very ignorant, in a sense, to how you speaking to others or treating others. It's like you don't care. You don't have, but the same people, when somebody do you the same exact thing, those people are wrong. But it's them type of people that really rub me the wrong way.
It's that saying, don't treat others how you don't want to be treated.
And I always live like that, son.
That's how I always live. I'm not going to nobody and talk to them bad, and knowing if they would have did that to me, I would be upset.
But we have to also look at it like everybody is not raised the same. Everybody is different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You could come from the same parents and grew up in the same house and have people totally different. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be sitting there like, how is you like that?
Right.
And they not like that. But each person is different.
Right. Man, I remember when we used to go home and we'll go by one of our auntie's house. And I'd be like, yo, T, I could get something. Girl, why you always asking for stuff? That's just how I was taught. Mm-hmm. In my house, I don't have to ask, because unless it was touching one of my mama Pepsis, then I'd be like, Ma, I can have one of your Pepsis. But other than that, everything else was free game in the house.
But you know what's funny? She didn't drink all the other stuff we had. She'd have us with all different type of flavor cold drinks, because my mama wasn't one of those type of mamas and that would have Pepsis for her, and we ain't have nothing, because I didn't see.
It's just when it got down to her last bit.
So basically, my mama was the type of mom that we would have all type of cool drinks, because I didn't have friends, cousins that would come to our house and be like,
Kool-Aid.
Right. So she would have Kool-Aid packs so we could make Kool-Aid when we was kids.
Jammers.
And then she'll have like the Kool-Aid jammers and all that. But also she caught a sale. Our back porch, because it used to be the back porch was inside. We'll have stacks and stacks and stacks. Like, that was the type of mom we had. So it wasn't like us asking for one of her Pepsis. It was because we had nothing to drink. I just wanted to clear that up, because I understand that a lot of people
live like that.
A lot of people live like that, and we wasn't raised.
It was mostly because, one,
I don't know why we wanted this lady Pepsi. She had
a whole bunch of stuff. It was just because, I think, because when you a kid, because that's off limits.
But this was the thing.
You have a whole bunch of
we can't have.
Right. Yep. But this is the thing. Everybody who came to the house knew the Pepsis was off limits. I don't care how small the kid was to the dog.
Cause he knew them.
It's like everybody knew the Pepsis was off limits. We had cousins that will leave church and they used to come down the street. I know Auntie Kim if she don't got nothing else, they got drinks, and they'll just go like, that's the
and
type
it
of
never
mom
was
we had.
A problem. So it was like, but I always was that type of person. Like, I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna ask you if I'm in your house. I'm gonna ask you, can I have
That's
this?
how you're supposed to do.
You
Right.
Now,
if you just tell
do
me
something in somebody else's house,
right? Like, now I have an auntie. I don't care if it's in there. You can have whatever you want, but your sister do that as well, and your sister-in-law. They both do that. They do that. Like, that's. But it used to be. Until I was like, one time I told one of them, I was like, that's just the way my mama taught me. Like, you have to ask people for stuff. Mm-hmm. And now I don't even ask no more. She just, because she done told me, whenever you come to my house, just go get it. If it's in there, you can have it. I don't care. So You just got to give me the okay one time. Okay.
I still be asking people. I be like, y'all have water? You got water? You have this?
Not me. I just open your
if I see
refrigerator
something,
now.
if I see something, because it's like it's a respectable thing. Because I never know nobody income. I never know what nobody is going through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though like with us, we could be broke and have something to drink, and somebody come here and be like, oh, can I get one of these? I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
could be our last. It don't bother me. But I always was taught to be respectable of others and their space.
Yeah, and that's how it's supposed to be. Like, if you want people to respect your space, you gotta respect their space. Now, like I said, if you didn't told me I could just come in there, don't ask you for nothing, just if it's in there, you can have it. I ain't asking for nothing. I'm gonna go open your refrigerator and go in there.
Don't
And
get
take,
mad if I take something you wanted, huh?
right. You said I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody got, like, say for instance, I see somebody, they have water in different canned sodas and they got a big shot up in there and it's just one. I'm not going to touch that because I understand.
That's one left.
That's
I mean,
one left.
yeah.
That's for somebody personally. Now, that'll be rude. Now, but if it's in this house and you got a big shot up in there and I drank that flavor, I'm going to ask you. But I'm going to take it.
I seen something on the internet yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday. And it basically said that the city of New Orleans consume more crawfish a year than the whole world combined.
That's believable.
And it's truly believable.
That's
It's
believable.
truly believable.
I
When
went
you
to the
could-
conversation. People
Can't
was
wait
like,
when
I
we
could
go
beat it. I
back
could
down
eat
there.
about 10 by myself.
Right.
10
I can't wait
pounds.
when we go back down
And
there.
people be like,
And
oh,
what I'm
that's
looking
too.
for.
The price that we paid when we went down there this time, everybody getting their own crawfish this time. Next time. Because that was £4. Even though back in the day, I don't know, when I was younger coming up, even my teenage years before I left for Katrina, I'm pretty sure they was cheaper than
They were.
$5 a pound. But $5 a pound sound better than $9.99
Yeah,
a pound.
I remember they used to be like $1.99 a pound ball. They used to be like $2.99. So
I remember it never. I remember when your auntie would call everybody. Look, crawfish. We found some sacks. Real reasonable. You coming over here coming back here by us? You coming back here and stuff? And they'll get out there and borrow 3-4 sacks of crawfish, and we just have, sacks, and it may not even be 30 people at that place, about 3-4 sacks, and we'll demolish them 3-4 sacks of crawfish. I remember Auntie Dee, she used to do that.
crawfish is the thing. Like I know
People
everybody
just
don't
gotta
like
know
them.
how
They
to
be
eat
like
them.
they little dirt bugs or
yeah,
whatever.
people be like,
more
cause
for
They call them
I
mud
seen
bugs. They call them a
people-
lot of stuff, but they good.
I work with a dude, and he was like, "Cause I don't eat bottom feeders." I say, "Well, more for me." That's how I
right, more for me.
You ain't gotta eat them shrimp. Cause he said he don't eat shrimps and he don't eat crawfish and stuff like that, cause that's bottom feeders. I was like, well, more for me then.
Thank you.
You know how much stuff when you sit there and you could eat steak and pork, you know what goes into that. That's worse than bottom feeders. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
But to each its own, no matter
That's
what
how I
you
feel.
eat.
I don't judge
It's
what
to each
others
other. That's
eat.
why
Right.
I don't judge people who eat certain foods or how they eat. I don't judge that because I'm gonna eat what I want and you eat what you want
Facts.
and stuff, because it's a lot of food that people eat that I don't eat. Now sometimes it's not because of a certain reason. It's just I don't like it.
Right.
Like some people, I watch videos after video. People making sweet potato pies and how you cook your sweet potatoes and cook them like you ain't cooking them for meat. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be meat because I don't eat sweet potatoes.
But the funny thing, she
Right,
know
and
how
I
to
didn't
cook
try.
sweet potatoes because my dog loves sweet potatoes. That's in every meal for that little girl.
I didn't try sweet potatoes different time. I didn't try the pie. I didn't try it when they cook it. What that is they call when they cook it down and it be sweet and all that.
Candy yam?
Yams.
Yeah, I didn't try it like that. You know, I didn't try the sweet potato fries. No matter how, I didn't try sweet potatoes.
Now
They
that's
just
the only
not
way
for
Pudgy
me.
eat the sweet potatoes if I make them in yams.
I can't do them at
He
all.
don't like them. He don't like them no other way but in yam. He don't like sweet potato pies. He don't do that. Just like
But me,
okra.
I would
Only
try.
way he
I'm
eat
the type
okra if
of
it's fried.
I'm the type of person I would try things a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And be like, no, I can't.
Nope, I'm giving you one try. I'm more for texture person. If I don't like the texture, then I know I ain't gonna like the texture. And then
The only reason why
at
I
another
give
time.
the only reason why I give things like multiple tries, because I know you may eat, all right, like pecan pies. When I first tried a pecan pie, I loved it.
Hmm.
So that made me okay, because I think the first pie I ever tried was the sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving by one of the family members. I can't remember because I was younger, and I didn't like it. So I stood away from all pies. And then we were somewhere, and Pops was like, try the pecan pie. I think you'll like it. And I tried a little piece, and I fell in love with pecan pie. So I told myself, okay, let me try apple pie. I didn't like it. So I tried it one more time, and I didn't like it. So I was like,
I
apple
don't
pie
like
not
apple
for me.
pie, but I like apple pie, but I'm not. I have to have one.
So I would try it multiple times because I understand
But not sweet
this
potato.
place may know how to make it, and this place or this person may not.
Right, that's real. Everybody different. Well, today, guys, this is that conclude this episode of Three Hearts One Beat. When the price of peace is way too high. I know we went, and sometimes
always go off our
I know,
subject a little
right.
bit and talk about other things.
I know we went off topic a little bit, but we basically, all my messages to y'all, create you a little peace box and put all that extra sacrifice money and put it over there in that peace box and save it up for 6 months to a year and see how much, because some people could save more than others. Everything you don't need, just put it in that box and see how far you could go. See where you would be 6 months to a year, where you could start investing in you, where you don't have to be sitting on a job that's disturbing your